basic InDesign layout for a zine. It's going to be about 10 pages, and it's just going to be adding elements and creating the layout and some basic information just to start you off if you really haven't made one before. So this is just the beginning of my project that I've been starting, but let me go and start a new file. So you're going to want to pull up a new document, and then you're going to go to custom. And the format that I'm using for this one is going to be in millimeters. So you're going to go over to units and change that to millimeters. And then I have custom settings on, so it automatically goes to this, but I'm going to go through it. So we have the width at 148 millimeters, the height at 210, and then you can change the number of pages, whatever you want, but I'm going to go with 10 for this as of right now. You can also go back in and redo that later. And then for your orientation, you're going to want it vertical. You could do it horizontal if that's what you're going for, but I'm choosing to do mine vertical. And you're going to want your pages facing each other. So then you're going to go down a bit and you're going to go to your margins, and you're going to set those up with a top and bottom margin to 19 millimeters. The top and the outside right there is what I meant. And then the bottom and inside to 25 and 21. And then you're going to go down to bleed and slug, and it's going to be a top of 5 millimeters, a bottom of 5 millimeters, and an outside of 5 millimeters. Just to, if you wanted to print this, it will, your pictures or media or anything that you add won't be cut off by the page. Then that is basically that for setting it up, and you click create, and then when you zoom out, you'll see that you've got 10 book pages. So I haven't started creating the title page, but you can start with the next one. And basically I added some photography and artwork that I've created, and you're going to want to use JPEGs for this. So whatever you have, you can just slide it over, put it on the page, and then click and drag down however big you want to make it. I mean, you can make it to fit the page as well. So I've got that there. And then you're gonna go to adding another section of artwork. So I took some of her handwriting and I want to put it on the other side of the page. So it's gonna go right in there as well. Just click and drag. Perfect. And you can always go back and change anything and look at your layers. So we just have this first layer, but it's got both the JPEGs that I put on the screen on it. Then click out of that. You can look at that, and I have one more piece of artwork that I'm going to add for this tutorial, but just going to click and drag this one as well, and I'm going to pull up this one for the whole screen. All right, and then you can see that bleed on the end that won't cut off my artwork. And then these two pieces, the handwriting and this collage of her eyes, were both made in Illustrator. And I use the same properties, the width and height of the InDesign document, so they fit almost perfectly to the page, which I really recommend. Sound to this layout of the zine. So you're going to go to Window and go down to Interactive, and we're going to click on Media, and then we're going to want to upload our audio file. So I have this MP3 right here, and you're going to want to use an MP3 because InDesign doesn't take anything else. So if you recorded it on a different type of file, I would convert it over. Then we're going to move this out of the way and place the file. Alright, and then you're going to click play on page load, just so when you flip to it, it'll start, and then if you want it to stop on the page turn, I will click that. Then we can get rid of that. And to place this file behind the picture, we're going to go to, not on that. We're going to right click it and go to arrange and send to back, and that should be behind it so you can't see the icon. And then to test it out, we're going to go back to window, down to interactive, and then interactivity preview. And then
so when I was like 6 years old,
Right, so we heard that it played, and then perfect. Then if you wanted to add some type of text or type, you just gonna click the type tool over on the left, and you can click and basically just start typing in this box that you drag down. So I'm gonna go over and change the font to Krungthep, and the title of my zine is gonna be Say It. So I'm gonna click and change the font to 72. We're actually gonna need to make this box a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna drag down the side. Oop, sorry about that. We're gonna go back and find the text box that went away. All right, go back to text, create a bigger box, and we're gonna fill that with that Krungthep and change the font. Let's start with 48. We could place that there. You can change it however you want to. This part's pretty basic. If you want to italicize it or just make it bigger or smaller. So that's what I would start with on my beginning page, and then we just have like more personalized elements going down, and that's it.